This is trip number 75 for me. And I don't know how many times I've been on Lake One.
I know I don't have 20 in.
Big Sam's, I think this is Sam's 28. If I remember right, 27th or 28th.
You know, veteran. Going by the rocks, you know.
I test bottom with my paddle. Alright, here's the campsite on Lake One that we decided to, it's on the south end of an island. Decided we didn't want to paddle anymore. It's awfully windy out there and we got a late start. But looks like it's got plenty of places to set up a tent. One really nice looking pad back here. Looks like just out here by the fireplace where Jim's sitting is another, right in here is another good spot. There's another place back in here. There's space down in here. Looks pretty decent except it's a little bit rocky. Kind of rooty over here. And off to the side it looks like an okay place. So Jim's going to spend 1 or 2 nights with me. He's already spent a few nights out here. What, 4 nights you've been out here now?
Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday. Yep, 4 nights.
Well, trying to figure out, I kind of like to have that spot back there for the tent.
Go for it.
But then I'm trying to figure out, that's probably the best place for the tarp. Unless I string the tarp between these 2 trees here.
2 trees, or these 2 trees here would probably be the best.
Yeah, well where do you want it if I go there?
I'll set my tent up over there.
Oh, okay. You'll be over there. Okay. Then yeah, the tarp between these 2 trees here, this tree here, and that tree, that'll work.
Not too bad.
But anyway, we're finally sitting down and having supper here, or getting ready to have supper. I got the water on to boil. Just need, in fact, it's boiling. Big time boiling. but I need to get my food ready here. And I'm wondering if Jim can tell you what my meal is going to be tonight.
Oh, let me guess. Beef stroganoff.
How did you know?
Absolutely.
So anyway, I gotta get cracking here. Sorry I haven't been filming much, but the weather and everything else has not been cooperating. So get back to you. Well, hello. I think you can tell that we're in the tent now, Sam and I. Oh, sorry, just haven't been able to film much today. After supper, before I had a chance to clean up, it started raining again. Had to move everything real quickly underneath the tarp. And then, after a while, it quit raining, so got things cleaned up from supper. And Jim headed for his tent earlier than we did. But I got all the after dinner chores done. Got the food barrel out in the woods. Got the food bag out in the woods. And yeah, I said the word food, didn't I, Sam? And crawled into the tent. So not quite sure what's going to happen from here. Originally we were planning on going in on Gabbro. Might fill you in later why we ended up on Lake 1, but we'll go into that now. But I think Jim is leaving tomorrow. It's supposed to be a 50% chance of rain tomorrow, so it sounds like a cool and rainy day. So I'll probably sit tight at the campsite here. Wednesday, had we gone to Gabbro, I was planning on heading on to Bald Eagle from there. So Wednesday, since we're here on Lake 1 and just barely on Lake 1, I think I'll probably move on. I'm not quite sure where to move on to. I'll figure that out. I got all day tomorrow to figure that out. And then, yeah, and we're staying here until Friday. So, well, no, I'm sorry, until Saturday. So, you just have to, I'm just going to kind of play it by ear. I have no big plans, no must-dos on this trip. It's just about being out here in the Boundary Waters, relaxing, enjoying myself, and trying to forget about the cares of the world. So, with that said, I finished getting into bed. My feet got a little bit damp, so they're sitting there. Don't have any socks on or anything else right now, and so my feet are starting to get cold, so I gotta get them inside the sleep bag. So, anyway, that's all I know for now, and we'll talk to you in the morning.
Hi, Sam. Hi, Sam.
Yeah, we're checking out the campsite just to the south of our where we're camped. Thought this was an island, but it turns out it's just it's a point, narrow point. There's Jim. Just checking this out. He's on his way out today, and I decided to come out and paddle with him back to the entry and back again. So here's a spot. It's fairly level, but a lot of rocks and stuff around it, so kind of hard to stake anything down. However, over here is a bigger area. Again, lots of rocks though. Might be able to get a tent back in here, no problem. Fairly level. Very rooty area down here. Nice views of the lake. Not much. Yeah, I guess there's a couple of places you can put up a tarp. Here's the kitchen area. As kitchen areas go, the seating is pretty sparse. Gonna do for one person, of course. I gotta come down here and collect wood.
You have a handful.
Yeah. Nice little point over here. Nice point over here. Good views from it. Not too bad of a sight. Jim's canoe keeps trying to leave without him. Nice color. Look at that color. Isn't that gorgeous? Paddling back to our campsite after saying goodbye to Jim at the Lake One landing, Sam and I encountered a little rain. Oh, how are you guys doing today?
Doing well. Oh, your dog is adorable.
Oh, thank you. 1 o'clock and I haven't had lunch yet. We just got back from escorting Jim to the entry point. Had a few showers on the way back. Now the sun's shining, but there's showers in the area, so I'm not taking any chances. Gonna work on getting some lunch going here. Got my tortillas. Snacks for Sam. Let's see. Guess I'll give you one of these for now. And hopefully I got the right package. When I went shopping for my usual tuna, the store I went to didn't have any of the tuna, at least not the tuna salad that I usually get, just the I think they call it the classic tuna salad, something like that. But what they did have was a few chicken creations, including this one classic barbecue with classic barbecue sauce. So I thought I'd try that. I had 2 packages of the tuna left from my last trip, one of chicken salad, and so I picked up 2 of these. So for 5 days, I have one of these the first and the last day. I'll have tuna tomorrow, the chicken salad the day after that, and then back to tuna after that. So gives me the chance to alternate a little bit. I think I'm going to like this. Quite frankly, I don't like the chicken salad one very much. I've tried it before. Unfortunately, I've got an extra package of it to finish up. But I'm not fond of peppers, and it's got peppers in it. So that's why I generally try to go with tuna. But this barbecue looks promising. I gotta get down to the actual chicken. There we go. Ah, this'll do. Makes a nice change from having tuna fish all the time. Dinner tonight is going to be Mountain House chicken and mashed potato dinner. Don't think I've ever tried this one before. Had it along on my last trip, but it was an extra meal that I didn't get to. But it's chicken and creamy mashed potatoes seasoned with herbs and chives. So, and as usual with a Mountain House meal, it's easy to prepare. Although, I guess not as easy as usual, because remove inner potato packet, leave chicken in zipper pouch. Carefully add 1 3/4 cups boiling water. Stir and seal pouch, let stand for 5 minutes. Then empty contents of potato packet into water containing chicken and stir. Close zipper pouch and let stand 2 minutes. Stir and serve. So, not just a add water once type of thing, but not too complicated either, hopefully. See how it goes. So that's the potato pouch there. There's the oxygen absorber. So I add 1 3/4 cups to this, and then let stand for 5 minutes. Oops. Chicken tastes, or chicken smells good. Okay, now ready to add the potato. Tear notches here or anything? I'm not seeing anything. Well, if I'd known, I think I could have gotten this pre-torn. It could take me 2 minutes to get into the bag. And that's supposed to sit for another 2 minutes. Now we'll find out what it tastes like. Not sure I got enough water in it. Don't know. Yeah, it's okay. I think I should have added just a little bit more water. Okay, well, I never showed you yesterday where we were or anything, so I'll show you now. We came in on Lake 1. Now, it wasn't my intention to come in here in the first place. I was going to go into Gabbro. And so I don't have the first part of Lake 1. I don't have the map for the first part of Lake 1. I didn't see a reason for going and purchasing it. But where we are is actually on the map that I would have used for Gabbro. So this is Lake 1 here. So we entered somewhere up in here, made our way out around and down this channel. And this campsite here is the one we're on. One of the first ones you get to. There is another one up here. There is one over here. But it's, yeah, one of the first campsites you get to. But again, when we came in yesterday, we had really strong winds. This campsite was open. It was good. And so that's where we decided to set up. And it's not really all that bad this time of year. Lake 1 is not as busy. There is a party. Sounds like some adults and kids, younger kids, on this island campsite over here. And we have seen people coming in through this channel, back and forth. So, it's not isolation by any means. We thought we were on this one, but then we found out, no, we're on this one here. Not remote by any means, but it's a good campsite, and I've decided that I'm probably just going to stay here. I was thinking about going on. This evening, I took the paddle, went out for an evening paddle. I was thinking about heading down this way, but then I noticed some really nice trees along this shoreline here. So I decided to come up through here, across the mouth of this bay, this little bay here, and just down a little bit into here. And I saw a beaver down in there. By that time it was starting to get dark. It was after sunset. So I just made my way back. On the way back I heard some thunder, but I haven't heard anything or seen anything since. And it's staying dry for the moment. So yeah, that's as far as I've gone. Just down at this campsite here. Not a very long trip at all, travel-wise, but hey, I'm in the Boundary Waters. I'm having a good time, and should continue to have a good time. Like I said, I kind of half considered going across these two short portages here into Lake 2. From there, paddle into Lake 3, and then beyond that you can get to Lake 4 with no portaging. But so much of this area, the south side of Lake 2, a good portion of Lake 3, etc., were burned back in the, what was it, 2010, 2011 fire. That a lot of that's not very fun or scenic anymore. So I may just, I mean, there's a lot of Lake 1 to explore. It's a nice lake, it's a pretty lake, and yeah, I've just barely scratched the surface. There's quite a bit more of this bay that doesn't show up on this map. In fact, that whole bay is probably about almost as big as Lake 1, as this part of Lake 1 itself. Not as many islands and everything, but it still looks interesting enough to go back in there and wander around and see what's there. Never been down into this part of Lake 1 before. Like I said, I've always just come through here and made a beeline for the portage over there, or coming back, the same thing. So yeah, I just make this a Lake 1 trip. Probably not as interesting from a video point of view as when I'm moving and resetting up camp and all that kind of good stuff. But hey, I think I'll have fun. Again, planning on a 5-day trip, going out on Saturday, but I'm open. I mean, I've got food to make it through Saturday, but I can always head out early if I so desire. Go with the flow on this trip. That's what this trip is all about, going with the flow. I got enough stress producers in my life right now. I don't need to stress out over what I'm going to do on this trip. Well, Sam, I'm probably blinding you now, but sorry. Sam and I are going to hang out on the beach for a little while until it's snack time. We'll have our bedtime snack and snacks and our respective medicines. Maybe have some hot chocolate. I'm not absolutely sure on that. And see about calling it a night. So, talk to you later. Well, Sam and I sat out on our front porch for a little while and snuggled. And about 8 o'clock I decided it was time to have our bedtime snacks, which consisted of beef jerky tonight, and we each had our bedtime pills. He's on thyroid medicine now, and I'm on statin at night. So we had those, and about the time that we came up from the porch, it started raining a little bit. And it's been showering off and on ever since then. So we had our evening snacks underneath the tarp. Nice and cozy. I got everything put away. Got the bear barrel and the Ursack put out in the woods. Tidied things up. And now we're in the tent. And it is now about 10 to 9. So good time to be going to bed. Probably have a nice sleep. It's supposed to rain off and on all night long. Tomorrow's supposed to be pleasant, I think, if I remember right. Not supposed to be raining tomorrow. At least not in the morning. I guess there's like a 30% chance in the afternoon, if I remember right. I don't know. Having a hard time keeping track. So anyway, she'll be fine in the morning. So we'll see you then. Good night. Thanks for watching. See you on trail. Newbie Mucks out.